stop right there. Before you throw out that wilted lettuce or that suspicious smelling leftover, watch this. Because what I'm about to show you could save you hundreds of dollars in wasted food this summer alone. Hot weather is coming, and when temperatures rise outside, your fridge is fighting a war. It's slowly losing. Your food is paying the price. Milk going sour 2 days early. Vegetables turning to mush overnight. Leftovers that should last a week going bad in 48 hours. Sound familiar? Here's the thing the big appliance companies and the supermarkets don't want you thinking about. It's not your food's fault. It's not even your fridge's fault. It's what hot weather does to your fridge's ability to keep things cold, and almost nobody is talking about it the right way. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to keep food fresh longer when your fridge is running harder in hot weather. These are smart, science-backed techniques that cost almost nothing. No special tools, no expensive gadgets, just simple habits and clever organization that make a dramatic difference. Now, before we go any further, important safety note. Every tip in this video follows standard food safety guidelines. Always check expiry dates, use clean containers, and when in doubt, throw it out. Food safety comes first, every single time. Make sure you watch this entire video without skipping a single part. Each section builds on the last, and missing even one step could mean you don't get the full result. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, hit that button right now, because we break down real science into real savings every single week. Let's get into it. Your fridge is one of the hardest working appliances in your home, and in summer, it's working overtime. When the temperature outside climbs, the air inside your kitchen climbs with it. Your fridge's compressor, the engine that keeps everything cold, has to work much harder to fight that heat. It's like trying to run a marathon in full body armor. It gets exhausted, it becomes less efficient, and when efficiency drops, so does the internal temperature, even if the dial hasn't moved. That slight temperature rise, sometimes just 2 or 3 degrees, is all bacteria needs to start multiplying at dangerous speed. Milk sours, leafy greens collapse, meat enters the danger zone. And most people have no idea this is happening because the fridge looks the same from the outside. The problem isn't broken. The problem is invisible until your food is ruined. But here's the good news. You don't need a new fridge. You don't need to call a technician. You just need to know what to do. Now let's talk about what you need for everything in this video. The total cost is as close to zero as it gets. You'll need Ziploc bags or any sealable plastic bags. You probably already have these, but a full box costs under $1 at most stores. You'll need paper towels. Again, something most homes already stock. You'll need a few glass jars or airtight containers. Reuse old jam jars, pickle jars, anything with a lid. You'll need a small bowl and some cold water. You'll need baking soda, one small box, usually under $1. And you'll need a simple thermometer if you have one. But this is optional. That's it. Under $2 total if you need to buy anything at all. No subscriptions, no delivery fees, no special trips to a fancy store. Everything on this list is sitting in most kitchens right now. Now let's talk about the science, because understanding why this works is what makes you actually commit to doing it. Your fridge is designed to keep food at or below 4 degrees Celsius. That's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. At that temperature, bacterial growth slows dramatically. But here's what most people don't realize. The moment your fridge's internal temperature creeps up even slightly, say to 6 or 7 degrees, bacteria don't just grow a little faster. They grow exponentially faster, double the speed, triple the speed. The warmer it gets, the faster things go wrong. Hot weather forces your compressor to run longer cycles just to maintain baseline temperature. Every time you open the fridge door, warm air floods in. In summer, that warm air is even warmer than usual. A fridge that's disorganized, overpacked, or poorly maintained loses cold air faster. It takes longer to recover, and during that recovery window, your food is sitting in warmer than safe temperatures without you even knowing. Now here's the smart part. Cold air is heavy. It sinks. Heat rises. That means different parts of your fridge are naturally colder or warmer, and where you place your food changes everything about how long it survives. This is the foundation of everything I'm about to show you. This is the part you came for. These are the exact steps to keep your food surviving and thriving, even when your fridge is working hard against summer heat. The first thing you're going to do is take everything out of your fridge. Yes, everything. Clear it completely. This is your reset moment. While everything is out, take a damp cloth and wipe down every shelf, drawer, and wall inside the fridge. Pay attention to the back wall. This is where cold air flows from the vents. If anything is blocking those vents, cold air can't circulate properly. Clear any buildup, any crumbs, any sticky spills. Then take your box of baking soda and place an open container of it at the back of the middle shelf. Baking soda absorbs odors and helps regulate moisture inside the fridge, two things that directly affect how long food stays fresh. Replace it every 30 days during summer. Now, before you put anything back, you're going to think about temperature zones. The coldest part of your fridge is the back of the bottom shelf, near the vents. The warmest part is the door. The single fact changes everything about how you store food. Raw meat and fish go at the very back of the bottom shelf. Coldest spot, lowest risk of bacterial growth, and if anything drips, it won't contaminate other food. Dairy, milk, cheese, yogurt goes on the middle shelf toward the back, not the door. The door temperature fluctuates every time you open it. Dairy on the door is one of the biggest reasons milk goes sour, days too early. Leftovers and cooked food go on the upper shelves in sealed, airtight containers. Labeling them with the date using a piece of tape and a pen costs nothing and saves you from the guessing game. Fruits and vegetables go into the drawers at the bottom. These are humidity-controlled zones designed exactly for produce. But here's the mistake most people make. They throw fruit and vegetables in together. Don't do that. Fruits release a natural gas called ethylene as they ripen. Ethylene makes vegetables spoil faster, sometimes days faster. Keep them in separate drawers, or use separate bags inside the same drawer. Now let's talk about the paper towels. Because this one tip alone can extend the life of your leafy greens by up to 5 days. Before placing lettuce, spinach, kale, or any leafy green into a bag or container, wrap them loosely in a dry paper towel first. The paper towel absorbs the excess moisture that causes greens to wilt and rot. Change the paper towel every couple of days. That's it. Simple. Free. Dramatic results. For fresh herbs like parsley, cilantro, or basil, treat them like flowers. Trim the stems, place them in a small glass of water and cover loosely with a plastic bag. Store them upright in the fridge. This keeps herbs fresh for up to 2 weeks instead of 3 or 4 days. Now, here's a hot weather-specific habit that most people skip entirely. When you cook food and need to store it, never put hot food directly into the fridge. Let it cool on the counter for no more than 2 hours before refrigerating. Hot food raises the internal temperature of the fridge and forces the compressor to work even harder. Exactly what we're trying to avoid in summer. Speed up cooling by splitting large portions into shallow containers so heat escapes faster. Next, think about how full your fridge is. An overpacked fridge blocks airflow between items and traps warm pockets of air. But a nearly empty fridge also struggles. There's not enough cold mass to maintain temperature when you open the door. The sweet spot is about 2/3 full. If your fridge is too empty, fill a few bottles with water and store them in there. Cold water retains temperature and helps stabilize the fridge. It acts like a cold battery. If the power flickers, those water bottles buy you extra time before things warm up too much. Now for the door. Only store items that are least sensitive to temperature on the door shelves. Condiments, juices, butter, and eggs in their original carton can handle slight temperature swings. Wait, eggs in the door? Actually, no. Move your eggs to the middle shelf if your fridge struggles in summer. Eggs keep significantly longer at stable cold temperatures than in the door's fluctuating warmth. Finally, form the habit of checking the seal on your fridge door. A loose or cracked door seal lets cold air leak out constantly, and in summer, that loss is enormous. Test it by closing the door on a piece of paper. If the paper slides out easily, your seal is weak and needs replacing or cleaning. Clean it with warm soapy water and a toothbrush to remove any buildup that's preventing a proper seal. That one step alone can noticeably reduce how hard your fridge works in hot weather. Now let's talk results. Before these changes, a bag of spinach might last 3 days in summer before turning to slime. After wrapping it in a paper towel and placing it correctly in the humidity drawer, 7 to 10 days. Fresh herbs that used to collapse within 4 days now last 2 full weeks in that little water glass. Leftovers that used to develop that suspicious smell after 2 days now stay perfectly safe and fresh for 4 or 5 days in sealed, properly labeled containers. Milk that used to go sour a day before the expiry date, because it was sitting in the warm door, now stays fresh all the way through and sometimes beyond the date when stored properly on the middle shelf. These are real, measurable results, not magic. Science combined with smart habits. And the best part? It costs almost nothing and takes about 15 minutes to set up. Quick safety reminders before we wrap up. Always check that cooked food reaches proper internal temperature before storing. Cooling doesn't make undercooked food safe. Never store raw meat above other food. Always below, always sealed. When in doubt about whether something is still good, smell it, look at it, and if there's any question at all, throw it out. The cost of food poisoning is always higher than the cost of a thrown-out leftovers container. For mini fridges and compact fridges, these same principles apply. But the cold zone will be even smaller and the effect of overloading is even more dramatic, so keep things minimal. For older fridges that struggle in summer, make sure the coils at the back are free of dust. Dusty coils make the compressor work much harder. A vacuum or a dry brush on those coils takes 2 minutes and can noticeably improve performance. Here's your summary. 1. Clear and clean your fridge and unblock the vents. 2. Use baking soda to control moisture and odor. 3. Know your cold zones and store food in the right places. 4. Separate fruit and vegetables to stop ethylene damage. 5. Wrap greens in paper towels to absorb excess moisture. 6. Store herbs in water like flowers. 7. Never put hot food directly in the fridge. 8. Keep your fridge about 2/3 full. 9. Check and clean your door seal. 10. Move eggs and dairy away from the door. These 10 steps cost almost nothing and protect your food, your money, and your family's health, even when summer is doing its worst. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up right now. It takes 1 second, and it means everything for this channel. Drop a comment below and tell me which tip surprised you the most. I read every single one. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Because next time, I'm going to show you exactly how to keep your pantry cool and food safe during a heat wave without air conditioning. You will not want to miss that one. See you in the next video.